Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing for this Lenovo YP1, which is sort of the elder brother to this Lenovo YP1M, which I started testing about 10 days ago. And I was really impressed with the battery life that I was getting on this YP1M. And I was getting an average screen on time of about 9 hours, which is one of the best that I've seen on any smartphone. And this Vibe P1 is sort of the elder brother. This is the premium version of this. This is a budget oriented phone. The P1M sells for just 8,000 rupees, whereas this P1 sells for 16,000. And before I open the seal, let me give you an idea regarding the pricing. As you can see, it's quoted at 16,199, but this unit is sold in India via Flipkart for 16,000. I'll have direct links for Flipkart in the show notes. If you're buying, please use my link. It does help the channel. And regarding the SAR rating, it is quoted as 0.67 for head and for body as 0.671. So that's good. And here it gives us an idea about the specs, and it says that it has that huge battery, which is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. And Lenovo also says that it has that special charger called rocket charger because of that huge battery. And according to Lenovo, it can charge that massive 5,000 milliamp hour battery within 90 minutes. So that is very interesting to see. Let's just break the seal and open this up now. Let's open this up, and again, the box is unnecessarily long, and this device sports a 5.5-inch screen, and it's a 1080p screen. And again, it says that it has that huge battery. It says over here also, and it's a little bit on the heavier side. It weighs 189 grams, but it also has a fingerprint sensor. We'll come back to this device later on. We also get a screen guard, which is interesting because this device has Gorilla Glass 3 and actually a lot of stuff. So let's look at it. And this is the rocket charger, and it's a special charger for this device, and it can output at 24 watts according to information what I have. And here it says it can also output at 9 volts and even 12 volts at 2 amps. So it's a fast charger, and as you can see, it's again Lenovo branded, and Lenovo is calling this the rocket charger. So let's see what else do we get here. And looks like some paperwork might be here. Quick start guide, and it gives you a basic idea. So I'll just keep these things to the side, and we just get the USB cable to micro USB cable, and we also get a adapter. So this is interesting. So we get a USB OTG, a kind of adapter. Let me just open this up. Let me actually show you this. So as you can see, it has a USB port over here and a what is this? Micro USB port over here. So you can use this one, and I believe you can use this phone as a power bank to charge other devices. I really need to check that. So we have this bundled, so that is interesting. So let's keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the Lenovo YP1, and this gives you an idea. We also have that one key and power button, volume rocker, and we also have a fingerprint scanner embedded in the home button. So let's just try to open this up. Let's try to peel this off. And back we also have this case, which a plastic case. Let me take that out actually. So it gives you an idea about the ports. It says that it has a micro SD card slot over here and a SIM slot over here. So interesting design. Let me just take this out also. And it also has a dual tone flash. It says N, that means it has NFC support. And let me give you a physical overview. So you get this plastic case with this one. And on the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, a secondary noise cancellation mic. We have the volume rockers, have very good tactile feel, the power button. And on the bottom, for the microphone and the speaker, I have to check if the speaker is on both the sides or it's just on the left. And we also have the micro USB slot that will be used for charging. And on this end, we have the power key. this enables some sort of ultra power saving mode or something like that. So let me actually now boot this up, and by the time it actually boots, let me give you a configuration overview. The Lenovo YP1 is powered by the Snapdragon 615 chipset, which is an octa-core processor. The first set of quad-core is clocked at 1.5 GHz and the other set is clocked at 1 GHz. It has the Adreno 405 GPU, 2 GB of RAM. Moving to the screen, it has a 5.5-inch 1080p screen with Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It also supports fast charging, has a 5000 mAh battery which is sealed inside. It also has a fingerprint scanner. Moving to the camera, the rear-facing camera is a 13 megapixel shooter with the dual-tone LED flash, and the front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. And I have set up this Lenovo YP1 and I've used it for a couple of hours now. By default, it'll have a different theme, and actually I got 2 OTA updates, and after that OTA update, now actually you can switch between the launcher. This is the default Lenovo launcher that we get, but after that update, if you go to the preferences, you can switch from the Vibe UI to this Android launcher. As you can see, this is the traditional Android launcher that we have, so you can switch that. But I've noticed some UI lag in my testing with this Android launcher at times, so we'll just go back to the default launcher. And if you go to the preferences, again you saw that a little bit of animation lag. I noticed that. Let's go back to this Vibe launcher, and if you go to the settings, and if you go to about the device, and if you go to device information, as you can see, it's running on the Android version that is 5.1.1. That is Android Lollipop. And the good thing is that this device comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage. I've added my, Google account, but let me actually show you. I took a screenshot, and out of the box you get about 24 gigabytes of space free, and we can also add a micro SD card, so storage should not be an issue. And again, it's a typical Lenovo UI, and it also has a fingerprint scanner embedded within this home button, and I've set that up. And you have to just it's like a scanner that we find on Samsung devices. For example, let me just unlock, and it'll say that to unlock I have to put my finger. This is not my finger, so as you can see, it says verification failed, but this is the one that I set up. So if you just tap your finger, it unlocks, and it's easy to unlock. It works very well. You just press this home button once and it unlocks immediately. So the fingerprint scanner is working very well. But one thing I have noticed is that adding the SIM card and the micro SD card is very peculiar. We'll do that. Actually, this comes out. You pull this out. It was a weird experience putting it in. So this just comes out. You have to just slide this off. I don't know why Lenovo opted to use this sort of thing for adding it. It is because it's a little bit difficult to take this out. And let me try to do that. And as you can see, this comes out. And this is actually plastic. This is metal. And you can add your micro SD card over here. And we actually have a slot for SIM card. So we can add 2 SIM cards. And both of them are nano SIMs. And let's just put this. It's a 4G SIM that I'm adding. This is how you add your SIM card, and you can also add a micro SD card. So let me put this back. And it goes in like this. And as you can see, it immediately detected my Airtel SIM card. Another good thing is that I did test this USB OTG, and USB OTG functionality works out of the box. You don't have to do anything. We also have a file manager pre-installed, and we can access the files. And if you go over here, let's go to external storage. This is our USB OTG drive, and let's try to play back this file. And let's use the default video player. And this is at max volume, but the speaker is only on this end. This is not the speaker. That's what I've noticed. Let me just play it back again. My mistake. I shut it off. So the speaker is only on this end. And it's okay, I would say. It's not the loudest, but it is okay. It's not tinny. So just one speaker. So let me just get out of this. So USB OTG works very well without any issues. Another interesting thing that I have noticed is that you can actually charge other devices with this one, and it works. For example, this is the adapter that was supplied, and now have connected this to this. This is the Galaxy J7, and let's try to plug it in. and it should start charging the Galaxy J7. As you can see, the charging indicator immediately came, and now it's charging this device. So you can actually use this phone as a power bank, and it can charge other devices as it has that huge 5000 milliamp hour battery. So that's a unique feature in my opinion. And we also have the theme support. By default, you get this theme, but I have changed it to this theme, and it works very well. For example, let's try to change it. Let's put this Pulse theme, and you just hit apply, and it changes the theme. If you just go back to the home button now, as you can see, it's applied that theme. It's just applying, and it's done. So that theme support works very well. Fingerprint scanner is good, and these touch type capacitive buttons are backlit, as you can see, and this is the multitasking. And it has 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's handling it fine, I would say, in most case scenarios. Let's also open up the web browser, and this is the Technimi website, and as you can see, it loads it fine. And regarding screen quality, the screen quality is good. If we go to the display, actually we can tweak the screen options. For example, we have the color balance option, and over here you can actually customize it. And for example, this is more yellowish. If you want to do that, default mode, we can also go to the custom, and actually if you want more whiter, that is blue tones, you can obviously do that, and also make it warm like this. So we have that, and it's a nice option to have. And it also offers some other customizations. If you go to features, we can enable this double tap to wake up. So if you double tap, it wakes up. It won't unlock because I have enabled the fingerprint scanner. And the fingerprint scanner, as I mentioned, works very well. But one thing I have noticed is that this phone does not have any sort of olophobic coating. And as you can see, it's sort of a fingerprint magnet in my opinion. Now let's also look at the camera on this one, and the rear facing camera is a 13 megapixel shooter, whereas the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. Again, the camera interface is very easy, I would say. As you can see, it does not give us a lot of options, but we have the standard tap to focus, and it takes the snaps actually quickly. But the camera experience is sort of mixed in my opinion. Let me actually show you some of the snaps that I've taken so that you can get a better idea. As you can see, the pictures that we took in outdoor conditions came out actually very good, and even it has that sort of a bokeh effect. If you want that, you can get that. But when you move to indoor lighting conditions, I would say the camera performance is just so-so, because there is quite a bit of noise in the pictures. But overall, it's a decent camera. The front facing camera again is also a okay camera in outdoor conditions. As you can see, it takes some good shots, but in indoor conditions, the pictures were a little bit soft to my liking. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and hands-on overview with this Lenovo YP1. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments, and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.